Hello, I'm Vquinox, and welcome to part 18 of my Oblivion 100%. And I love this enchanted hue that we got. We got this nice white shine on us. We look definitely magical. Yeah, so I did a bit of research, and I found out that ebony armor only spawns on hostile NPCs from level 15 up to 19. But once you hit level 20, then they start spawning in all the Daedric armor. So we're going to try and get ourselves some of that ebony gear sooner than later, because it seems like we're kind of nearing that point. We should probably really think about going to a Marauder encampment and seeing if they have some for sale at the city or not.
Well met.
Yeah, what's good, playa?
Have a look around. You won't find better prices.
Okay, so she's an apprentice. I think we can push it to 74, because how much she likes us.
I can't make...
Okay, 72. Okay, that's reasonable, I suppose. So we have a mercantile skill of 24, but since we have this awesome pants, I don't know what it is about pants, but it makes it so she wants our stuff for even more. It's pretty awesome in my opinion. No complaints from me. So let's buy all of her ingredients, and then we'll do the rest everywhere else. And then we'll start this quest also. Actually, why don't we start the quest and then buy everything else from everyone else afterwards? Just so we don't be consistently over-encumbered.
A bargain. You're...
Okay, that should be enough.
Take care.
How is my carry weight right now? Okay, we're good. Let's go start this quest. So we have heard rumors of a fine. Do we actually have it? Okay, let's go ask some people about what's happening with these fines. Just don't talk to any of these orcs.
How are you?
These orcs are really isolationist. Actually, how about this one? This one's a bit different.
You're here looking for work, meat? Maybe you want a contract?
No, we don't want to do any Fighters Guild stuff right now. What can you tell me about fines?
Ever since Ulrich Leyland took over the captain of the guard post, this city's gone downhill. It's getting almost scary to walk the streets. The guards have imposed new ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines. If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away, or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, go talk to Lavanna Nadaran. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new fines.
Okay, thanks for the advice.
Bye.
Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna start this for sure. Actually, did I see something? Yeah, I did.
May I help you?
Lots of dark elves and a lot of orcs. And then there's you.
Blessings of the Nine. I'm Otessa the healer. By the grace of Mara, I offer advanced training in the restoration arts.
You know what? That's actually good to know. That's a rarity.
Be seeing you.
Try pick that chick up in the future, Zalazar. Get lucky. You just never know. Okay, let's try and find this person. Oh yeah, they're behind this house apparently.
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you?
Well, let's try to seem nicer.
So?
Disposition-wise, she likes this, right? No, she dislikes this. Actually, I can't really tell. Okay, she likes these two. Okay, perfect.
No, I won't fight you. Goodness, what can I say?
Oh, I messed that up.
You've got a fault. I doubt it. Please, that's right.
All right.
Exactly.
What can you tell me about these fines?
Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhal. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards!
Sounds like an expensive habit. Maybe he shouldn't be a frickin' drunkard at all, you know? What about the Count? What's going on with him?
The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be.
Is there anyone who cares?
Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Dorelian, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time.
Alright, tell me a bit more about Aldous, the drunkard.
Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone.
Okay, and Ulrich Leland, the corrupt guy. What do you know? I need a bit more of info.
I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town.
Okay.
Garrus may be our only hope.
See what I can do. So first we talk to the good cop, make sure we can actually find a reasonable outcome for this situation, and then we'll check in on our drunk friend, see what's going on with that. This is a very nice throne room.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm kind of helping a local. She said that there's mad fines coming through, and I'm trying to fix the trouble. Maybe you can help us?
I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out.
Withholding information. Alright, well, maybe
I'm listening.
we can get some more trust with each other. What do you say? Okay, I think he likes these two and dislikes those two.
Not now. Not late. You think that's funny? What a dumb joke. Not that remarkable. Yes, yes. You think that's... What a great story.
Okay, perfect. Maybe now you can inform me. This plague that is Ulrich, we need to cure it.
It appears you've spoken to Lavanna. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary. At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him.
What about Lavanna?
Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However,
He doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done.
Okay, you got it, man. See what I can do.
You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
Kind of want to get a picture of this throne room. This is a very impressive place. Okay, let's go check in with the drunkard. Make sure we can't
Greetings.
get a witness or not. This is one of my favorite towns, man. The mountains to the left, the giant cathedral. This place is super impressive. That's why I much prefer playing in third person, just because you get to see the environment and yourself in it too. Okay, there's a guard. Let's go find Aldous. He's right around the bend, isn't he? There he is.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to solve this fine issue. What can you tell me about Ulrich Leland? Seems like he's really focused on you. He's robbed you blind, it would seem, while you're blacked out drunk.
Ha! That stupid Swit? Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich? Charge me, you fetcher! Well, I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do when their backs are to the wall.
Lead the way. He's got a dagger on his hip. What's he up to? Man, we just tower over this guy, I'd have to say.
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You Swit! How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
Damn!
You've been warned. You are now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere.
I think this is a perfect picture time. Aldous Othran has been slain by a Cheydinhal guard. He had led me to his old house, where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldous pulled a knife, and the guard put him down. I should tell Levana the sad news. Dude, one hit and you bit the dust? Are you kidding me? My guy, I thought you had some decent combat skills. You're better off throwing a spell and kiting him or something. Holy shit, he just freaking mopped you up. How do you feel about that, huh? Don't you feel a little scummy? I mean, look at him. He's unarmored.
Move along, citizen. There's nothing to be done here.
Dude, what about Aldous? What the hell?
You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
Damn, that's really shady, dude.
Move along, please.
Rest in peace, bro. Holy shit. And thanks for the pocket change. Probably shouldn't have taken that if I had any morals, but you know how I work. I'm a looter. I have to consistently take stuff. Levana? You home? Where are you at? Wow, you got a nice crib.
Is something amiss? You have an ashen look on your face that tells me so.
That's ironic, Ashen.
What's wrong?
Yeah, Aldous, he got frickin' slaughtered like a pig in front of his own house.
Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable. I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him. There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me. Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him. Tell him to come alone, or he won't get it. Then lead him here, and I'll do the rest.
Okay.
Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one. He'll pay, I promise you.
My guy seems a little displeased with this dark elf woman for some reason, even though we are friends. Okay, so there is something I want to try. I'm going to drop a hard save. So there is opportunity for a couple of outcomes for this quest. Let's see what happens if we go her route with Ulrich. Tell him to meet up with her.
How about mixing up some potions?
And then I'll do the other outcome just to see what happens, what the reward will be.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons. Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
Never mind, I guess there is no second option. I was expecting her to like have the ability to at least stab him or something. Okay, we'll go to the marker.
You look like a bright one.
It's an understatement.
We must put an end to this travesty of justice.
Yeah, Aldous, he's been killed by a guard of all things.
Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed.
Yeah, Ulrich, he's driving people mad, honestly. Like, you think Aldous is going to be the end of this? No, it's just beginning.
Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that he needs to be arrested. Ulrich has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you. Just be careful.
Alright, you got it. I'm an expert, dude.
Aldous' death
I'm
is...
probably the best sneaker in this entire town, actually. I'm the sneakiest of them all. You can still kind of hear my footsteps. Alright, so let's see. Alright, now this is where we get the option to either do it her way or his way.
How are you?
So let's do it her way real quick and see what happens.
What is it?
Can't you
Alright, let's drop a hard save here.
see? I don't like being disturbed.
Follow me.
So, you say Levana wishes to see me? Very well, lead on. This should prove amusing.
Yeah, whatever this is. Alright, he's right behind me still. Welcome to the crib. I have arrived at Levana's house with Ulrich. I should see where he goes.
So, Levana, I hear you have something I'd want to see.
Ulrich, how dare you walk in here like you don't know what's going on?
Of course I know what's going on. What intrigues me is that you had the nerve to threaten me. I'm just curious to see what you've come up with.
Just because you run the law in this town doesn't put you above it. You're going to pay for what happened to Aldous.
Aldous was a drunkard and a fool. He decided to draw a blade and attack a guard, so he paid the price.
You bastard. How many more people are going to pay the price? How many more have to die just so you can earn another gold coin?
I'm not going to stand here and debate this all night. You give me that evidence and I'll consider not having you executed.
As you wish, Ulrich. Come, my lovelies, your feast has arrived!
What now?
Another dark elf with some rats. Actually, it's kicking his ass. Holy shit. Now they're killing each other. Once Ulrich was led inside Levana's house, she cast some sort of paralysis spell on him. At that point, Levana released some rats upon Ulrich's helpless body that bit into him until he was dead. I should report this to Garrus.
I have no regrets.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't care about that guy. That was pretty awesome.
Justice has been done. Go tell Garrus what's transpired here. I await my fate.
Okay, I will.
Go. Tell...
It's got a few things here. I don't really care about keys. Alright, let's turn in this quest to Garrus and see what happens. And then we'll do the other outcome. Did we get infamy for helping her murder him? It seems like we haven't. That was pretty awesome, actually. I have never done that outcome before. I usually just do the good guy route and see what happens. But that was pretty awesome. She just made him walk into a wall while he got completely ripped apart. Freaking actually flawless strategy. Okay, let's go inform him.
We must put an end to this travesty of justice.
Yeah, Ulrich Leland, he got his throat ripped out by a rat.
I'm very disappointed in you. The proper way to do this would have been my way, but you chose bloodshed. I should have you arrested. However, since you aren't fully at fault, I won't report your involvement to the Count. Levana, on the other hand, will pay for her crime. I'll ensure that her stay in jail is not long. Obviously, I had no love for Ulrich, so I'll do what I can on her behalf. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must speak to the Count. Please, meet me at the Cheydinhall Bridge Inn in 2 hours. I must speak to the Count.
Okay, easy enough. Wonder what he's gonna say. If I don't get any infamy points, I think I'll just stay with this outcome. To be honest. As long as the infamy stays at 0, we're good. Then I can use way shrines and stuff. Otherwise, I don't want to like clear my wickedness. That just kind of annoy me. So while we wait for 2 hours,
You've got the hands of a smith.
Why don't we go to the smith?
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I need my axe repaired.
If it's broken, I can fix it.
Also,
May I
do you sell
interest you in
anything
some
worth?
of my fine wares?
She has a saber, and I think this is a standard axe. You don't have any armor for sale. Do you have a lockpick?
You're a fine negotiator.
Alright.
You too.
Let's also go to
You've got the hands
this
of
place. I think this place actually sells a item.
Yes? Go ahead.
A what's it called? A piece of clothing. Enchanted clothing. So let's actually make use of that.
Don't try. Really? What a dumb joke. That's all right, I get it. What can I interest you in?
Here it is. Cowl of the Druid. Fortify Marksman, Fortify Alchemy, Detect Life, and Drain Blade. Why don't we buy that stuff from her? Push for 56.
I would make that pleasure do.
Now, I probably shouldn't be doing this,
You bought.
just in case
I
we
wouldn't.
actually get infamy and I have to reload, but here I am, nonetheless,
You bought that for a song.
doing that.
Come.
Okay. Your blade is
Be
being
seeing
drained.
you. How about mixing up some potions? You look like quite the
Alright, let's hang out for 2 hours and see what happens.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
Is he already here? Maybe he beat me to the punch. Seems not. Alright, I'm gonna chill. It's been about 2 hours.
After speaking to the Count and reviewing your testimony, we decided to reduce Levana's sentence as she was acting for self-preservation. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhal to an end, though we would have preferred having him brought up on charges. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Cheydinhal, I thank you.
Wow, not bad. So what was the outcome? We got 1 fame. We got 0 infamy. That's actually pretty decent. This hood, on the other hand, looking at it, I'm not really a fan. Just because of the detect life, it kind of annoys me. So I'm going to keep it off.
Again. May your travels be...
What do you want?
What do you think?
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure. Make me a better.
Wow. How about this? Yep, it's always the pants, baby. Okay, so I'm not upset with that outcome, and actually I have never in my life chosen
That's
to
a
do
good
that, and I've been playing this game since, like, man, I'm 24 now, so maybe when I was in 4th grade / 5th grade, so like 8, 9, and 10, I've been playing this game.
A bar.
Of course, it did come out, what, 2004?
Come back and see me.
I don't really know.
You too.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game. Is this guy homeless?
I'm Arandel, living saint of Arche, and the chapel's chief crusader against the wicked practice of necromancy.
Wow, you're actually a saint?
It's a scandal that the Mages Guild has tolerated practice of the black arts among its members for so long. The current Archmage, Hannibal Traven, is true and bold to prohibit necromancy, reversing the Guild's shameful past policies of official tolerance. Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city?
Yeah, I'm kind of a saint in my own right.
Good day.
Goodbye.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
Actually, there's one more inn we can buy some stuff from, and then we can get our money back. I'm gonna start stashing some of these rare items also. Excuse me. Do you think I should start buying up some of these unique weapons
What can
as
I
well?
do for you?
Maybe
Have
that
a
may
look
be a
at my
good call.
wares. I'm sure there's some.
Okay, if we can push this up 2 more. Good. Not much in the way of food.
Good day.
You have so much cosmetic food scattered.
I'm the cook of Riverside.
Oh, whoops. Out the way, fool. Is this Riverside? Newland's Lodge. How about you? Where the heck is Riverside?
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into
Alright, we're
Hello
gonna
there.
buy and sell at the what's it called? The Alchemist here. So if you have done that quest before, then you would know how it kind of like is written to be the good guy. Like, it just makes more sense if you do it that way.
People saying they ran into goblins.
But it doesn't seem like for the where's the stuff? Okay, there we go. It doesn't seem like the other ending isn't actually that well written. It seems kind of weird. Alright, we'll get our money up. Do you think I should purchase one of those rare swords or axes? I think there's one sword here, right? Let's try and get that sword. I have to be careful when I make those restore health potions because they weigh 2 a pop. Kind of annoying. Restore health, yeah. That is something we have to look out for. Potato. Alright, once I'm done brewing all these, how about we go to Coral one more time. And then we'll try to find how many levels we can get done. If we can get 2 again, then I'm a happy camper. If not, then it's whatever. Sacred Lotus. Oh wait, that had damage health on it, didn't it? How about this? What about that? Damage health. Tiger Lily. Sell those potions. That's useful. And I think that's about it. We'll keep everything else.
I hope I can help. Let's do business.
Damage healths, keep those. Sell the rest. Fortify, useless.
That's a good
If I was to do that quest the right way, I feel like I would have put good use to these invisibilities. But I did enjoy seeing him get killed by rats. I feel like that's a great outcome.
You're trying to
Back to 21.
drive. That's
Get our money back. I'm gonna buy that sword. Screw it. I've decided. Let's go buy that sword.
Bye.
Peace to you, dude.
Farewell. Greeting.
Okay. So if we go to this place, she has a rare sword. We'll try to drop into the Imperial City also.
Go ahead, please. Only quality goods for sale here.
I don't think we've ever... Yeah, we never traded with her before. So let's see if we can't improve with her
Go
a
ahead.
bit. Okay.
I can't argue with that. That's enough.
That's really funny.
I'm not buying that. I can't argue with you. I won't. That's not bad.
Okay,
Armor,
perfect.
weapon.
Let's try to push it. So like 60%.
I can't make that
Okay.
a bargain at any price.
Alright, we can buy it at... What is this? 58%?
I let that go too cheaply.
Let's check out this sword. Yeah, looks good. Awesome.
Goodbye.
Pirate Cutlass. I'm pretty bad at blade, even though it's one of my major skills. But there you go. A new unique.
Have mercy.
We're gonna stash this stuff now. I also made myself some hot tea, so I'm gonna sip on this for a bit. Just don't accidentally fireball an innocent. It's gonna cause trouble for me. Which reminds me, how many restore magicas do I have? I have plenty. Let's continue to cast this stuff then. We were on the brink of hitting level 74, I think, in Conjuration. So next level, we should hit level 75, and that's expert level. Not half bad. And then that's 25 more levels till we get access to the Daedric Lord. Now that's just going to be ridiculous, dude. Should make our lives much easier, too. Sometimes they go haywire and they feel the need to start killing innocent people for some reason. Like, I've summoned them in the past next to Imperial Guards. Yep, there we go. Expert Conjuration spells. I've summoned them next to Imperial Guards on the road, and they'll just start like blindly swinging their swords, trying to kill everything, including them. So they're a bit broken sometimes, but most of the time they work fine, like any Daedra. They won't attack unless it's hostile. Wow. Sundown, look at that sky, it's so bright. Two Imperial Guardsmen just chilling right here. I feel safer already. Is he riding into combat? See how he handles this situation. Nice shot. She actually has an enchanted axe. We could probably take that when she's done dying. Damn, big hits!
Let's get this over.
Nice kill. How much does this weigh? We can just carry it. And that is too much. Alright, let's continue to level. We'll definitely flip that axe for a decent price. No promises we'll get a level this episode, but if I'm in Coral, I'm just gonna get the level until I finally end the episode. That is how I will do it. Keep on casting, though. Check in with this. Let's go to the crib, stash some stuff. There's that mountain lion still hanging out over there. It makes me uneasy. It's kind of courteous of the game. Whenever I spam cast stuff, it kind of like silences the casting sound. So I can just run through the world and listen to the ambience and all the grass and everything. It's great. Much better. We'll go to the market district after I sleep at my house. Actually, have I ever had to sleep at my house? I don't quite recall. Once this hits level 100, I suppose I can make a mysticism training spell. I just need to buy something that actually has mysticism attached to it. Maybe I can make... Is absorb? I feel like absorb effect is mysticism. It may not be though. Also make a new destruction training spell. Okay. Practically back at the crib. Okay, let's stash some things. We got more keys. I know that much. We'll stash this book and that book. Okay, we can't get rid of that one. I don't know what the iron key goes to. Maybe we should keep that one. Let's keep that one. And then, what do we have beyond that? Actually, no. Keep that on us. That goes in a different container. Alchemy? Did I pick up any nerd root? Yes. And then as for this, enchanted armor goes in there, and enchanted sword goes in there. Maybe we should take out all these. Okay. Then we'll sleep 12 hours. We can sell those random clothing bits for some cash, I suppose. And if we're lucky, maybe in the Imperial City Market District, they're selling like amulets or some other enchanted piece of armor. I'll have to find out. Okay. Let's send it. Is that guy all good? Seems like his AI went out of whack. Or maybe he does that on purpose. Maybe he swims there for some reason. Okay, on the other side of this place is a market district. Is it this one coming up around the bend? Yes. Let's also try to make a mysticism training spell also. Try not to forget that.
How are you today?
Dude, I'm awesome. Okay, red diamond jewelry. I know we're not going to get too much money out of this place,
What can I do for you?
but maybe he sells enchanted
I offer
stuff.
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
We may have to like buy some of these. What's the difference between this jeweled amulet? Okay, this one's a necklace and that's an amulet. Okay. Should probably read. He's an apprentice, actually. Let's actually improve with him.
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's good of you to say so.
I messed that up.
I doubt it. Say, that's real. That's great. That's good of you to say so. Blow. I doubt it. Oh, I doubt. Don't make me have a look at my wares.
Okay, let's buy
I'm sure there's
an gold emerald ring. We'll use that for our speed stuff. Do we like amulets or necklaces? I feel like speed would be a necklace. If you're like doing like, I don't know, warrior stuff or extra magicka stuff, I feel like an amulet would be that. So we'll buy that too. Okay? Because what is money if you don't spend it?
It's
And
my
speaking
pleasure.
of, let's make some cash.
What can I interest you in?
Yeah, we have random clothing. One a pop.
You got
Just don't want it in our inventory.
an excellent bargain.
Okay. Let's check out our character if we equip some of these things. Okay, a jeweled amulet. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. That looks like it'd give you some extra magicka if you enchanted it. And then a necklace. That looks like a compass, kinda. That's some speedster thing. So that will be that. And we got this. We have this. So I'll be using these for our speed level up stuff too. Okay, let's re-equip this. Nice, we look blinged out.
Be seeing you.
It's about time. Okay, to Coral. Actually, look at the map. Okay, let's go to the Arcane University. But first, I think you can only make stuff if you already have the spell understood. So do I even have an ability to cast a mysticism spell? I don't think so. So let's check in with this guy. And I do know that at the Arcane University,
Let's do business.
they have some as well. Okay. Mysticism. Alteration. So this is mysticism. Okay, we'll just use this to level up.
Bye.
See ya, dude.
Hail.
Alright, taking another swig of my tea real fast. Yeah, since we're about to max out Conjuration,
Hail, good
I
citizen.
figured we might as well get our other intelligence-based spells going. So we have... Let's check. I don't remember what spells they were. I know Alchemy was intelligence, Alteration's willpower. Of course, this is intelligence, personality, intelligence, willpower. So there's 3 intelligence-based things, yeah? It would seem to be that way. Okay, yep. So we'll try and max out our other stuff after this. Intelligence and intelligence. We're so close to. It's totally worth.
Hail, good citizen.
Super rainy, super foggy. I can hardly see over the horizon. How is my mana potion amount looking? We're all out. Why don't we make some more? We'll have to go back to Skingrad soon and get even more flax seeds along the way. We can also loot the farms when we're there. But for now we go train up. Pop a potion. Maybe I should like do some math here. 15 points for 53 seconds. So what is that? Like 25, 200, or no. Yeah. maybe like 345 or so, 375 maybe. I don't know exactly. Just looking at it, try to like take a guess at it.
You have my ears.
No, there's no way. It probably does way more than that. If it's able to refill my mana bar, it probably does like, I don't know, 500. Check out this XP. I'm really excited to unlock that. Actually, thinking about it, whenever we go past the Wandnet Inn, we should actually go inside the inn and check in with the keep and make sure that we can get the quest. I believe that once we accept the quest, we can actually get the ability to find those rare wines. That'd be totally worth it. And I want to do that quest too, because it's part of the 100%. It'd be pretty easy in the future to get that stuff too. Once we have 100 security, then we can just run through, dodge all the enemies, let our summons handle it if need be, and then just go through unlocking and looting. Eventually, I'm sure we'll find some of those wines. No one has cleaned up these corpses out here. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, let's go train up. I've been waiting for this. How much money do we have? 12k? We did have 20k for a bit, but I had to buy that weapon. So let's look. Did I remember to stash it? No.
Good morning.
Actually, I did. Might be.
Well met.
You've got the hands on.
What do you want?
Train me.
Pay attention. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get... There's much.
Okay, let's
Pay
investigate.
attention.
So next level, we should start the quest for Master Trainer. This is perfect. This is the best thing that could have happened to us. Yeah, 65. So in 5 more levels, we're there. This is awesome. Thank goodness.
Farewell.
Let's go jump.
Good to know.
Awesome, man. Now that's real progress. And we get to Anvil too. Wait a second. What level will we be? Yeah, when we get to Anvil,
Yes?
I think we can try and get some ebony armor. That will be the objective for next episode. Perfect. Straight up perfect. Okay. Uh-oh. Fell off the bed. Okay. Is this... Okay, that's how it should be. There's one. Okay, I'm going to spend the rest of this episode training. Just so you know. If you want to move on to the next episode, because I have a feeling I'm not going to stop playing this today. I'm going to play this a lot. Probably unhealthy amount of time playing this today. So yeah, I'm going to probably upload another episode. Just stay tuned, I suppose. But for those who do want to stick around, well, we can kick it still, like we always do. Is that 2 levels? 3 levels? I have to check. But I can understand it's a bit tedious watching me jump all the time. So we were at 33, right? So that's 2 levels. Master level acrobatics is undeniably one of the coolest master level skills in this game. Most of the combat melee skills, like you get like a backstep paralyze attack, but when it comes to the acrobatics, it's so cool. Like, not even athletics has a cool one. It's like, oh yeah, there's no difference between walking or running when it comes to stamina regen. Enjoy. Like, no, dude. When you get your acrobatics up, you're jumping from buildings, you're jumping off the surface of water. Like, it's just a great time. Okay, 36, 3 levels. All the magic ones, too, are similar to the combat ones, where you're like, you just have the ability to use a different spell or whatever. And then, as for the armor one, that one's just like weightlessness and movement speed. Same with light armor, I think. I don't know what the master level for light armor is. I don't think I've ever trained that. Another thing too, mercantile, I don't know what that's about. So there's like some of them who are still mysteries to me. So we'll have to investigate that. That's number 4, it should be? Yeah. And then 5 is 38. Alright, if I mash this faster, then we level up faster. Almost there. Supersonic speed! Push! Go, 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 go! Any second now! Yes! Level 5. Let's look at the player sheet just in case. Okay, so I went from acrobatics 33 to acrobatics 38. Perfect. That's what we were after. Alright, let's go sneak. Sneak downstairs. Hello, my fellow mages.
High elf.
How are you? Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out here till the rest of the episode, sneaking up.
Someone tried to find the item stolen from the castle.
Hopefully it's close to nighttime. It's actually not. It's kind of more preferred that they're sleeping. I feel like you can train up a bit faster. So let's sneak behind this door. If I can get closer, then the XP is better. If I can stay out of sight, we're good. Okay. Alright. No. Alright, let's sneak here. This is as good as it gets, I suppose. So I'm gonna just relax and drink my nice tea in the meantime. Man, I've been playing so long, it's like room temperature. Lukewarm. It's still bearable. Some green tea with some honey. Not half bad. Okay, I just downed it. It's all gone. Yeah, so the training sessions, next episode, it'll push us, and then I'm going to hang out in Anvil for a while. There are so many side quests to do in Anvil that we could probably hit level 100 in athletics by the end of our stay there. Or by the end of like all the side quests and all the possible missions there. Just to like somewhat have something to do while we're there. If I only focus on training, sure, I could get things done a bit faster. But to me, I want to still enjoy the questing and enjoy the world and have some combat situations here and there. Like, I don't really fight much, as you can tell. If you've been watching this playthrough, you probably realize that fact, that I tend to stay out of combat, but Raylan the Gravefinder was just like proof that we can kind of kick ass with our alchemy alone. And when we get the opportunity to summon that Dremora Lord, it's going to be like having two of us fighting at the same time, like a clone. And the thing is the special ability for Dremora Lords is they get a really, really strong destruction spell. It can be like drain health, or it can be like a shock spell or something. And the thing that really matters is they get a random enchant on their greatsword. And the greatsword sometimes has paralysis on it, and it's so overpowered, dude. Like, yeah, sure, they're temporarily there, but when you have that paralysis effect, it's crazy, man. Like, they just consistently swing on the enemy while they're down, that they never get up again. It's so good. So, that is my most preferred summon in-game, and we're on the cusp of unlocking him. So we're going to make that a thing next episode, to really, like, push it, to try and get our level up for that, to master level. We have enough mana for it, and if we're going to get this ebony mail, this is another objective. If we're going to get the ebony mail, a full set, we're going to need to kill marauders, and I have the perfect place in mind for next episode. So that is what we will do. The ebony is just, it's not the best armor by any means, but it is aesthetically the coolest. Because when you start getting to the best armors in the game, you can't see your player's face anymore. It's like you took all that time crafting your character's face and getting used to like seeing your character in the world and like talking and stuff with all the different NPCs, and it's like you're actually a part of the world. But then when you wear like Dremora armor or Daedric armor, it's not really like that cool to me. Like, you have a weird face mask. Or when you put on the Madness or armor, even that stuff is kind of like, not the best. So my suggestion, if you want to have a cool looking set of armor and still be able to see your character's face, might as well settle for that. You may be settling for less in some aspects, but in reality, you're kind of gonna be invincible, so there's no real downside, you know? You're only gonna have the ability to look badass and take no hits. So that's my current goal, to look as epic as humanly possible.
I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago.
Let's look at this level. 77. My goodness, this is super slow. We only got 2 levels thus far. This is way too slow.
Horrible things. I hear that the High Elves trained them. I can't imagine it.
Good day.
Farewell.
You know, some people actually do train animals to like slaughter people, like militaristic animals. Like, you can train a falcon to deliver a message, but imagine like training your falcon to like gouge out somebody's eyeballs on the battlefield. Like, that would be another story, you know? So I feel like training a mud crab wouldn't be that difficult. Eventually, everyone will go to sleep here, and then I can get easy levels. I can just walk right in front of his face. Let's look. Okay, yeah, it's going up. Enchant-wise, I was rethinking how I make my enchants. So before, I was like, oh, I'm just going to get a sigil stone because you can get the highest amount of enchant damage-wise. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, what if I just put a weakness to fire for a second, and then have the fire damage? And then if you have it at 100, then that'll just amplify the actual damage by twice as much. So I'm going to actually make my weapons like that in the future instead of having the spells that I was doing before. We'll settle for lightning damage instead too. We're going to be full lightning, this character. Before, on Heraldor, I was fire. Maybe I should have done frost instead, but it's okay. So this time we'll be lightning. Okay, almost to the 3rd level. Yeah, the 3rd. 7 more to go. Yeah, once you reach these higher levels, it just takes a while. Same thing when we're upgrading our endurance. Getting our heavy armor up was a pain. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for a while, that's for sure. Also, another thing, the DLCs. I'm not sure like how I want to do them, because you have the option to enter the Shivering Isles or exit them at any point. So like I could go in and then like do some of the quests to gain entry to the rest of the Isles, and then like do some side quests here and there, or do some main quests here and there. But I like to do it all in one shot. I like to just, when I'm in the DLC, it's nothing but DLC until the very end. That's how I like to do it. And I usually save Knights of the Nine for last, because I find that when you are playing as the Knights of the Nine, when you kill someone or break a law even once, it's so annoying when people are like, you know, I thought you were better. I thought you were different. I hate hearing that dialogue nonstop. It really irks me. So like, you better get all your bad stuff out of the way before you do that DLC, or else you're gonna get that non-stop. It's really, really like, what the hell? So that is gonna be the last thing of this playthrough, I promise you.
How do you do?
And then after that, maybe we gather some items.
Awful lot of problems at the Bloomer Guild Hall. Jean does a poor job of running that place.
No, really?
No doubt.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I have heard that the great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval. Indoril is in ruins, and Redoran is besieged by the Nords of Skyrim.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
Bye.
Good day.
So they brought up the Nerevar. I wonder if he is a Dark Elf. Would it be like too obvious if he's a Dark Elf or not? You just never know. He totally could be. If he's not a Dark Elf, then what would he be? I mean, there's no real specifics to the Nerevar prophecy, right? It's just if you get through the trials and then you prove your worth, and like the super hard thing is to be immune to the blight, right? You have to like cure yourself in that game. Like that's like what sets you apart. And if you do cure yourself from blight, does that mean you're immortal? Not like immortal as in you can never die, but like immortal as in time can't kill you. Like time has no effect anymore. So like if you went to Akivar or Akavir, right? Then that means that if he's on the separate continent and his chances of getting slain are higher than he could ever experience anywhere else in Tamriel, then he's kind of crazy, or he's like reached this point where nothing is a challenge to him anymore, and like that is the only place where he can learn something new, because he is pretty much going to live until who knows. So I think that's kind of epic in my opinion. Like the Nerevar, he could be any race, any person, any sex, but what really counts is that they live forever. And they have all this time now where they can do whatever and become stronger than anything ever first seen in this world. Mortal-wise, of course. Like, you can't beat a god, right? Maybe you can. I don't know. Anyhow. I mean, Nerevar did kill a god, right? He killed Dagoth, self-proclaimed himself a god. In reality, like, he was just kind of leeching off of, what is his name? Kagranak's heart, right? I think that's its name. Lorkhan's heart and Kagranak, that's it. Anyhow, I feel like if he were to be any race, he'd most likely be Dark Elf. Definitely. But I don't know. I hope in the Elder Scrolls 6, because they released that trailer, I do hope that we get an answer. Like, maybe he will appear, because he can appear. He can be there. Depending on the time, he could actually, like, have a major role. Same thing with Vivek, right? I brought this up last episode. Vivek disappearing by getting kidnapped by Daedric princes or whatever. Maybe he could reappear as well as like a corrupted man god turned monster. We'll have to find out. I'm kind of hyped for the Elder Scrolls 6, and I don't know when it'll come out. Like, it could be years, right? This came out 2004, and then Elder Scrolls 5 came out 2011. So that's quite a while, dude. That was 7 years in the making. And I mean, like, look at it now. How long has it been since an Elder Scrolls game has been out? Since then, you know? Because I remember the selling point was 11/11/11, and now it's 2023. Like, that puts things into perspective. It really does. It's kind of crazy. So I'm hyped to see what they're doing. And if they had worked on it, because I think when Morrowind was being made, they had already started developing this game by the time they released that one. So what if they did the same thing? Like, the moment Skyrim was released, they started developing the next Elder Scrolls game. That would mean this game had 7 years to be made, and that would mean that that game had, 12 years thus far, if it were to come out this year? That's crazy. Just thinking about it. Skyrim, 7 years in the making. And then Elder Scrolls 6, 12 years in the making. Like, who can claim that fame?
I am humbly at your service.
What's going on with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
Horrid beasts. I hate the things.
Good day.
Take care.
I know the Elder Scrolls, their approach is like kind of like aiming for realism, like in a fantasy world. They like the realistic graphics and stuff. Like, in this game, it's a bit fantasy. Like, alright, it's really fantasy, but it's like somewhat realistic to a point, and I like that. It's a good mix. I wonder how they're gonna like do it in the future games. Like, even in Skyrim, a lot of like the human characters look like real people, and the beast race, they look scary, and the elves look really awesome to me. They have their own unique angular kind of facial features. But in Skyrim, right, that being the 12-year-old game now, what do you think they would look like after all this time? How would they like be released into the new game? It really piques my interest. And like with all these new hair works and stuff, and like all these new effects, if you played The Witcher and you've seen like the hair works in that, like a lot of the main characters have hair physics and stuff, I wonder how it would look. Like, I'd have to update my PC like tenfold just to be able to play a game like that. And I feel like that'd be like really cool to see like a Khajiit in like a stormy weather-esque type of setting, and like see like his hair and his fur blowing in the wind. Or maybe like he gets like in rain. You know how like cats look drenched and they kind of look like soaked rats? Like, see if like that's how they look in the rain. Like, so much is like thought out on the player. It'd be really fun, in my opinion. I think that'd be really cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, where is somebody we can sneak directly behind? Everybody is like hogging up the joint here. Yeah, I can't sneak in here viably.
Good to see you. What's going on with you?
I hope it still goes up. even from this distance.
The great houses of Morrowind are in upheaval. Indoril is in ruins, and Redoran is besieged by the Nords of Skyrim. It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the troubles subside quickly. Good day. Good evening.
I saw Valis Odile at the Grey Mare again today. Hasn't been the same since his boys took off.
I see.
Goodbye.
Good day.
Don't mind me, dude.
Hi.
Good evening. What's going on with you?
I guess I didn't have to leave position.
Argonians say they have been called
Okay, cool. 3 more levels.
Marsh. They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I've heard many tales of Black Marsh. It sounds like a truly mysterious place.
Farewell.
Okay, are they going to sleep yet? It's 10 p.m. This high elf, he has to go to sleep sometime soon, right? It's totally much more preferred if I can sneak right in front of him. Like, I remember when they were releasing trailers for Skyrim, and I was like so hyped to see all the races and all the pictures being released. Like, they had that really nice picture of the, I guess it was the Cathedral of Talos in Windhelm, and they had that like one picture of that angry-looking Khajiit, and I thought like that looked really cool to me. I really did enjoy seeing that, and like the environments and everything, and like they've practically retextured the game and like re-released it 3 times, right? But when will the new one come out? It really eludes me. They have a trailer, so you know it's an actual thing, and they've released Starfield, right? Or no, maybe they haven't. Maybe it's going to be released soon. Anyways, there's so many like projects they have at the moment going on, and I feel like that is like going to be the major thing, you know? People love the Elder Scrolls. I know I love the Elder Scrolls. And another series I love is Dragon's Dogma. I love that game so much, and they just released a second game trailer a while ago, and I watched it just the other day, and I'm super excited for that game to come out. I'd totally do a playthrough, and I only have one game that I 100% achieved unlocked on Steam, and that is that game, Dragon's Dogma, the first one. Only game I've ever 100%ed, and it's so much fun to me. I love that game. I have PlayStation 4 as well, and I've 100%ed or gotten platinum on, I don't know if you know the game, it's called Shadow of the Colossus. Maybe some of you do, maybe some of you don't. But it's really one of my childhood favorite games. I used to have it on demo disc, and I'd play it, and then eventually my friend, I brought the demo disc to his house, and then he ended up buying the game, and every major Colossus we'd kill, we just pass the controller back and forth. And that world is like so empty and dead, but when you find a Colossus, like it's just like so freaking much fun. It's crazy. And the thing is the world is supposed to be empty. Like you're the only one there, and you're being tracked by, I guess, some kind of like remnants of some civilization that you left behind. And they don't like that you go into these forbidden lands. So what happens is they chase you down. And then the rest of the game plays from pretty much you having to do a task for a demon. And it's really like an epic storyline. I love that one. So when they remade that one the 3rd time on PS4, I ended up platinum trophying that game. I really do like that game. Another game I got a platinum trophy on was Bloodborne. I like FromSoft games. I love the challenge involved. And my brother and I, we did like an entire co-op playthrough with each other, where we just like resummon each other. We kill a boss. First I go kill the boss, then he summons me, he kills the boss, rinse and repeat throughout the entirety of the game. And that game has like unlimited content. Like you can literally just do chalice dungeons until the day you die. There's that much content. And like sure, some of like the dungeons kind of repeat in some ways, but you can get really good blood gems. You can have like super strong power and stuff like that. I was doing an arcane build, I think. The lightning mace. I really do like lightning in games. So ended up doing that playthrough, and it was strong. Very strong. Let's see if I can't get a screenshot here. Can I get a screenshot here? Is this a creepy thing to do? Well, this is going to be the screenshot for the episode. Oh yeah, we're so close. We're so close to only having one more skill up. Woo! Yeah! I wonder what happened to our magical hue. Do I have to take my pants off? You know, I just feel wrong taking my pants off while slowly walking into this guy while he's asleep. I feel like that'd just be like sacrilege. I shouldn't do that to him. He's my fellow high elf brother. Just wouldn't seem right. But yeah, I think like maybe 2 months ago I got 100% achievement on Dragon's Dogma. I could have done a trophy recording for that where I just do like quick playthroughs, but that game is based upon endless cycles, so it's like always the same content non-stop. So I feel like that wouldn't have been too much fun to watch. And Bitter Black Isle was a struggle for me. Like an absolute struggle. Having to kill Daemon, I hated it. And all my pawns would always die right before I make it to the final boss, so I'd have to solo him. I'd get it done. I'd kill him by myself, but it was just so much of a struggle. It was really bothersome. But eventually I'd put him down. That game's combat is so much fun, and the pawn system is unique. As in, I don't think there's really much other games that has that mercenary-esque feeling of companions, where you can just go into the rift and recruit them like that, and then have your own pawn who goes and gets summoned by other people on the internet and then comes back with whatever that person decides to give them. Like, you could be like really nice and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna give you this super ultra rare golden idol that only comes to you once a playthrough, and there you go, enjoy. Or you can be like, here's a rotten pumpkin. Thanks for letting me use your pawn for a bit. Go fuck yourself. Like, you could either do that to someone and just like, oh wow, thanks dude, you're a real piece of work. Or you could like do what the first option is and make someone's freaking playthrough. Decision is yours. But yeah, after making Zalazar, I feel like I'm kind of like attached to this character. Like his name, his face, his style. I kind of just want to like remake this character non-stop. And that's the thing about elves too. Like they live for hundreds of years. So it's not kind of like out of the question. Maybe he would die in some situations, but if I roleplay as I'm always a vampire, then maybe we can get past the time scale, you know? Because I do like being a vampire. In Skyrim, it's fun. And in this game, I think it's really fun. I think it looks cool, and it adds to your character quite a bit. Also, the day and night cycle becomes a bit of a pain. But if you're super fast, it doesn't matter. Even in daytime, with maximum vampirism, it's not the worst. You can heal through it. You just make potions and spells, and then run, run, run.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Athragard of the Mages Guild. How can I serve you?
Alright.
Good day.
Drop a quick save. This should be it. Let's sleep until 12 p.m. Oh yeah, there we go. With the life you've been living, the punishment your body has taken, there are limits, and maybe you've reached them. Is this what it's like to grow old? I mean, endurance is 100, so we can't endure much, right? Well, actually, we can endure the world, but we can't push it further. But I don't think we're growing old, to be honest. I think we have plenty of time on our hands. Anyways, that was totally worthwhile. We got it done. I'm going to update the player sheet, but let's look at our stats now. Yeah, so we have one more potential level out of this, and then we'll level that up 5 more times and shift over to security, I suppose. And then we should have 7 levels out of that, right? So 1, and then technically 2, and then 7 levels. So that's 9 levels of agility. Is that enough to push us? Okay, yeah. All we need is 6 more in agility, and we're good. So, perfect. We'll have some empty levels where we can, I don't know, use that for training. Yeah, we can use this for training. Maybe like marksman, because I hate marksman with a burning passion. Maybe something else too. I don't know. I'll look into it. But I'm going to use marksman only for a little bit, and then like once I hit like level 35 or something, I'll start buying training sessions and stuff. I want that to be at 100. Definitely. But yeah, look at that. We have so many things that we haven't even dabbled in. So it's going to be good. And looking at it, light armor, that should be a ton of levels. Blade and hand-to-hand, we're going to level these in tandem, just like how we did with heavy armor and armorer. And this is only going to be a temporary in tandem. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've been Vquinox, and this has been Zalazar, looking completely dripped out in all of his golden amulets and rings. He's looking fresh to death. But yeah, until next time, peace to you.